obstacles, how to survive and claim your rights, how to protect your national interests without compromising your independence and sovereignty despite hundreds of destruction, death and loss of life. The whole world should learn from Iran. Neko Fisa Sai. This is my analysis. What do you think? Of course, you can tell us about it in the comments box. Friends, the price that Iran has paid in a very short time in protecting its independence, sovereignty is beyond description. Is they have not agreed to make any compromise in protecting their interests. The right to nuclear instruments and their own nuclear research for electricity generation is an important and not internationally recognized fundamental right. And when someone wants to deny that right in the name of power or in the name of power using their own influence and prestige, they want to deprive a country of its fundamental rights and give the same right to another country in that country, and that country violates the law and ultimately builds nuclear weapons and then pretends not to see it. This cannot be a rule of the legal entity of the country or the world. Friends, I was talking about another country in the heart of the Middle East, which is basically building nuclear warheads or nuclear weapons in open secret. The International Atomic Energy Agency has no eyes on it. All their eyes are on Iran. That is the country that is currently only developing in terms of nuclear energy. So far, it is not building what it calls a nuclear state or warhead, and the domestic organization called it the International Atomic Energy Agency has supervised these centers in Aishumana Paromisam so far. But has this organization ever raised the question that another neighboring country is building or doing nuclear instruments on its own despite having no authorization? Have they ever raised the question that how many decades ago this country was building nuclear weapons on its own without any recognized authorization? Well, let's supervise like that here. Friends, why are there two rules in the same place? Nuclear rights are equal for everyone in the world. Friends, the international and UN rules have recognized the 5 nuclear powers of the world. Amana. Yes, I assume that these other 5 countries are very important for their recognition as permanent members, and they need this nuclear recognition to maintain world peace. Apart from this, a few more countries are declaring and building nuclear weapons. Notable among them are Pakistan, India, and North Korea. If you add these 3 to those 5, it becomes 8. Can you tell me the name of the 9th nuclear-armed country in the world? It neither admits nor denies. Everyone knows that it has nuclear weapons, but no one questions it. The International Atomic Energy Agency does not investigate it. They do not supervise it. But as much as they are angry about Iran, friends, they have sacrificed their basic rights up to this point or so far. So far. And while upholding that sacrifice, they are continuing negotiations to uphold their rights, and the United States is basically still losing its way. So they thought that this regime could be changed militarily through a massive attack, and those in power